Hi church family, I'm Rebecca. I'm one of the leaders in the Prek and Kindergarten Sunday School class, and I just wanted to go over this week's lesson. It is over Acts 13, so if you got your white bags from Sally, there's a synopsis of the story here that you could read with your child, or if you wanted to read Acts 13 out of the Bible, you could do that. One thing you could do, talking about where Paul and Barnabas traveled, you could show them a map in your Bible and show them where they traveled, the different places they went to. After the story, you could ask them questions about the story to see if they can remember who did the church at Antioch pray for, why did God send out Paul and Barnabas. The life point for this week is that missionaries go and tell people about Jesus, so you can emphasize that with your children, what a missionary is, what they do, who sends them out. Missionaries go and tell people about Jesus is the life point. The unit verse for this month is Mark 16:15. Go and tell the good news about Jesus. So we're going to try to memorize that verse. One thing you could do is have your child pretend to travel, so to sail and to fly back and forth as they move around. They can try to memorize the verse, say it as they move from location to location. Another thing they could do is pretend to sail a boat, so you could make a pretend boat out of a box and some broomsticks or yardstick as oars, and pretend that you're traveling. Talk about how missionaries travel. You could have trains or cars, roads and railways, make runways for airplanes. Talk about how missionaries travel and what the kind of places, some of the types of places they might go to, what that would look like. And talk about that they have to learn new languages, that they have to eat different foods, and the life point, reminding them that missionaries go and tell people about Jesus. To help learn the unit verse, you could make up motions with your child to go with this, about going. And then also the weekly verse for this week with this story is God chose Paul and Barnabas to do his work, Acts 13:2. One other thing that you could do, if you had an empty container, you could talk about types of places missionaries go. You could maybe look up, maybe on the IMB's website or another missionary site, and look up information about a missionary or missionary family and talk about them. And if you wanted to maybe make a bank, your child could try to raise money to donate to missionaries, to give to missions. So you could maybe look into doing that. Also, there is a coloring page that went with this week that was in the white bag, if you got that. And then on the back of this page is the activity sheet that you can do with them as well. So I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday and hope to see you soon.